Good morning. Timestamp. It is July 26th, 6:40 a.m., something like that. Woke up a couple hours ago with a screaming headache. Took a Tylenol. It's mostly gone away now, which is good. Anyway. Carmen and I are still going head to head for that Mickey Mouse concession stand. But I think she's running out of resources too, because her last entry was, I think, only about 1,000 points, and I'm about out of resources too. So it's going to be, I think it ends at like 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. or somewhere in there. I think it's going to be one of those situations where two incredibly beat up people are trying to beat up each other. I got 200 points. I'll show you. Yeah, it's gonna be, I think, one of those really sad photo finishes. I'm beating her by 700 points right now. Yeah, everything could change. I don't know, but I'm hoping. Checking my email, current events, and all that. Funny development, and this is my interpretation. I could be a little bit off on it, but apparently a group has sprung up called Haley Supporters for Harris, which I think is funny in and of itself. Apparently there are some Nikki Haley fans that don't really care for the rhetoric of the orange guy, and I guess Nikki Haley sent out a cease and desist to the group. I'm assuming it's the whole "you can't use my name" blah blah blah, to which apparently they responded, and again I'm paraphrasing, nah. So I think that's funny. We're still gorfing it up. They don't like the guy that's in support of a nationwide abortion ban? Wow, that's weird. Women usually like it when you take away their rights. You can tell I live near the airport. My kid's got a dental appointment today. As soon as I'm about to make breakfast here, and once the sun is a little bit more well and truly up, we're going to take a look at that tire. Real life drama. Pix thinks we have a can of Fix-A-Flat, which I think we do too. Question is it in the trunk? Or is that one of the many things that disappeared when my dad sabotaged our car? Yeah. Dementia, it's great. My mom insists that when he removed the battery and the paperwork from the glove box, he was trying to make sure that our car didn't get stolen. You know, he was helping secure our vehicle, which sounds really good. It does, but I also have on video, because we had the Ring cameras and stuff set up, I also have on video him bragging to one of his friends that he had made the car impossible for us to retrieve. Yeah, no, my dad basically sabotaged our car because we're ninja locksmiths who broke in and stole things. That must be it. Couldn't be the paranoia of Alzheimer's. Yeah, that's not it. I think I've said before, the past year and a half have been really interesting. In case that point wasn't really brought home, you know. my wife has been playing, I guess Steam is running a special right now, No Man's Sky. And she's been telling me about it, and I've been kind of looking over her shoulder a little bit, watching the gameplay. She's probably getting it for me in the next day or two, because she's kind of got the more active, like, Steam wallet. I think I have like 27 cents in mine or something like that. I just, that's one of the problems that Rhodey is not happy about being locked up again. One of the things that I face is I have a hard time with my work-life balance. And I'm told by many people that I need to play more. Just have a hard time, I guess, like letting go. Like, I always feel like I have to be doing something productive. You know, my mom growing up was very fond of the phrase, do something constructive. You know, if you're into astrology, and I am-ish, I'm a Capricorn sun and moon with a Taurus rising. So, you know, just the Capricorn sun part would explain a more workaholic nature. But from what I understand, those are the three main things, you know, your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising or ascendant. Although I've been hearing a lot about midheaven being a big thing too, but all three of mine are earth. Again, if you're into that sort of thing, if you're not, this is just, you know, means nothing. But yeah, I'm typically doing something constructive at all times. So, and I love to play. I mean, I'm a gamer. I've been a gamer since I was 11. You know, playing D&D or AD&D, you know, before it became 3rd edition, 4th edition, 5th edition, 23rd edition, whatever they're on now. Playing some of the early RPGs that were out there. I remember liking Star Frontiers, even though no one ever played it, and played a lot of Heroes, Champions, you know, that kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, I love gaming, and I always have, but, you know, just don't have as much time for it as and I do have time for it, but I guess I tell myself that I don't have time for it, you know. Big fan of the horror games, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Alone in the Dark. Back, like, I think we still have it, 3DO system, which was way ahead of its time in my opinion. It was like the Intellivision back in the, like, 70s, 80s, way ahead of its time. But I remember having the original Alone in the Dark, which was probably my first venture into a survival horror game, with maybe the exception of Clock Tower, which still never beat, and creepy as hell. Yeah. And on Steam I have all of the Resident Evil remakes and a couple of Silent Hills, and I have yet to actually play them. Some of them I had for like 4 or 5 years. He is so annoyed. And actually, it's something, I don't know if anybody would even care, but I can almost dance to it. Rhodey, calm down. You're going to be out in just a few minutes. Jeez. let me get breakfast done, we'll eat, and then we'll let you out, because we're not going to let you out while we're eating breakfast. That's just a disaster. It's bordering on comical, but mostly a crisis situation in the making. He's got rhythm. He's got... when you're done. But maybe I'll do some playthroughs. Maybe that would be of interest. You know, and it might encourage me to do it if I've got people that are like, hey, do this. I don't know. Yeah, but she's I'm gonna get real close. She's threatening to get me No Man's Sky, and I told her, I'm like, you may never see me again. It's gonna be like back when Skyrim came out, and we had many friends just disappear from sight for 6 months. You know, this is sci-fi, so that's even bigger crack for me. And I like fantasy play and all that. You gotta be careful where you say that phrase. I like fantasy play. But I'm a much bigger sci-fi junkie. So, yeah, No Man's Sky, it looks amazing. The sandboxy nature of it, it looks huge. So, yeah, but it's funny. You know, I said, you may never see me again. She's like, oh no, because there's co-op play. Okay. I see what's going on here. So you may never see us again. Yeah, so if the tire is that big of a problem, we may have to walk and or bus our way there. Had to do it before, not a big deal. It's always a way, you know. Keep reminding myself that. Yeah. Not an easy thing to remind yourself of when you've got some things on your mind that I have on my mind, but I still feel good physically. I mean, I have no doubt that I've done the damage to my lungs that the docs say that I've done, but I don't really... Again, the big symptom things, shortness of breath. I have had tightness and or pain in my chest, but I think that's mostly anxiety based. I described it to my doctor and my lovely wife, who has battled with anxiety most of her life, which makes her really helpful to me right now, because this is all new to me. But you know, I described the sensation. She's like, oh yeah, no, that's anxiety. Again, the doctor and her both, you know, they're like, that's not emphysema or lung damage, that's anxiety. Oh, okay, cool. Again, that's new for me. That started the past year and a half, 2 years, ever since the shenanigans started with my parents. I never had panic attacks or anything like that, but now, a little bit. It's weird. I'm normally the guy that's in control, and it's like, what the hell's happening? My body's like malfunctioning. It's very strange. But yeah, most of the base symptoms, the like big 4, big 5 symptoms of emphysema, COPD, nope. So again, I'm hoping it's like in that mild stage to where making right choices, I, you know, could live to be 120 if something else didn't break first. feel really out of my depth right now, which is weird for me. But yeah, I might figure out how to do some playthroughs. I think OBS. I don't want to dip my toe into Twitch just a second, but I could do YouTube playthrough kind of stuff. I haven't played any of the, like I said, the Resident Evil remake stuff, so I don't know that I'll be showing you how it's done. It'll be very much you can watch me screw up. And just as a disclaimer up front, I'm not a speedrun guy. I'm more a completionist, so. Yep. That was Hexy snoring, if you heard him. He's got like sinus allergy issues too, so we're a fine pair. Yeah, try and make another report later on. That's what I got at the moment, though. I need to do some dishes and make some breakfast. We're looking at probably 2 eggs over easy. Got some whole brand English muffins, or not whole brand, but whole wheat, like multigrain that we picked up. That's one of the things at the tree that we work at. There's the bread man comes like once or twice a week with a lot of stuff that's kind of short dated ish. Some of it's still a month out, but some of it's like, a week out or whatnot. But that doesn't, we pick up stuff like that all the time, like $6, $8 loaves of bread that we get for $1.25. Because honestly, food between picks, myself, and my 2 piranha, food's not here long enough to go bad. That's not a thing. But I think I'll toast those up. I got some turkey sausage. I might fry some of that up, put it in there, like a little sausage knot McMuffin. TM. Yeah, that could be good. And some Greek yogurt with. We did blueberries yesterday, so I've got like 3 bags of fruit in the freezer. I try and alternate, keep it, lively and fresh. I might do there's one that's kind of like a fruit cocktail. It's pineapple, mango, peach, I think. Yeah. But it's like they're all yellow and orange. And it's like a medley of fruits there. Then I mash up juice and put in the yogurt. It's really good. And I'm putting cinnamon in things a lot more. I read up yesterday on the health benefits of cinnamon. Holy cats. Especially if you're like pre-diabetic or possibly fighting diabetes type 2. Helps with the heart. There's a lot of benefits to it. I had no idea. So, I had been adding it for a couple days, but after reading up on it, oh, yeah, we're going to add that. Yeah, that is right where I need the help. Mind you, I don't have heart issues, but with lung issues, heart issues aren't far behind if you're not careful. So I am trying to be conscious of that. But yeah, with the pre-diabetic thing, I think I mentioned that the blood test came back, and I think the score was like 57, which is like the first number which puts you in the pre-diabetic category. So I'm like right on the line of being pre-diabetic. So need to watch my sugar intake, and cinnamon apparently helps like break down sugar to where you don't get as much of it, so to speak. Adding a negative number to a positive number to make the positive number less if you're into algebra. So yeah, okay, sure. If that'll help me, great. Because my mom absolutely has diabetes, so I know it at least runs in the family a little bit. I don't know about my grandmother. I know my Aunt Betty is like my only relative that's still alive. I mean, I've got some like second and third cousins and stuff, but we don't talk much. And I got some siblings that I haven't talked to in a while that are in other parts of the country or the world even. But yeah, so I'm not a big fan of cinnamon. It can be an overpowering flavor, but there are some places I can sneak it in to fruit, especially. Like I can sneak cinnamon into fruit. And if I do like sweet potatoes, a little honey, a little cinnamon on that. I gotta be careful though, because that's for the most part carby, and I'm trying to go low carb Mediterranean basically. So, but I do have some sweet potatoes here, so I could like regular sweet potatoes, not canned. I could do like a nuggets like I did for my mom that time when it wasn't enough. Told you about that, I know. Anyway, I'm gonna do some dishes and get some breakfast going. Sun's starting to come up. Make it a great day.